We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's set it up. Let's go, fellas. This is your game, baby. They can't beat us straight up. Once again, let's step up like that. Let's go. It's game time. With it, man. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Got you, baby. Let's go.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer. Oh, Prescott stripped. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Second down, Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. 1st down, Prescott. It's home. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Hurts going to keep it again. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Penny is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll be Hurts on the option, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
They ain't got enough. Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's go, fellas. Let's get some. Let's go. He's ridiculous. Keep our poise. Let's go do this thing, baby. Bring it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's do it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Penny, a 1st down carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this 1st half. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. We gotta be back to it now. So let's go. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go, y'all. Big week, every week. They can't beat us straight up. What's the deal? Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. That's what it is, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Room here to run. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second.
Hurts fumbles it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7.
Once again, we got to get to you. I know you. Let's hit it. Get it, man. It's showtime, baby. Let's roll. Dig down deep. Come on, baby. Let's rock and roll, baby. He's supposed to catch that.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott yet again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Just his 2nd catch of the game. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Do your thing. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Here we go. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Once again, we got to get it. Let's roll. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Prescott, he's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll drop to throw. And he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, Gainwell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Hurts.
That's caught by Penny. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 16. A minute 50 to play. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores. And they've got it 1st and 10.
Prescott. Complete. Pollard.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw, Prescott. Pollard here once. Back catches.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Dak. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Let's go, man. You know what we need, baby.
Now Prescott.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of... And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Now Dak. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.